You sent for a hooker?
Uncle Hob, Uncle Garth, it's me, May.
Relatives, eh?
You're gonna have to work on that smile while I'm gone, okay?
Hey, kid. You sleep up there. In the tower. We don't know nothing about kids. So if you need something,
Find it yourself. Better yet, learn to do without.
Two men in a plane fly recklessly, moving dangerously close to the ground. Back when Walter was a kid, his mother drove him to his uncle's. He is expected to spend the entire summer with them. She tells him these men vanished for 4 decades in their youth and returned mysteriously wealthy, supposedly owning millions in assets. Walter's mother, May, has a very clear plan. She wants her son to build a strong relationship with them, hoping he will one day inherit their fortune.
You want them to like me so they'll die and leave us their money? By the way, I hear these two were in some state nut house for 40 years. Got all their money from a big lawsuit or something.
May still insists on greeting the uncles, who are fishing nearby, by shooting at the lake. She introduces herself eagerly, though the two old men stare with blank expressions. She has to introduce herself and Walter again for them to recognize her.
May! Pearl's daughter!
Oh, damn it. Leave us alone.
the last thing we need is some little sissy boy hanging around all summer.
Wow, your kid's a damn weenie.
I know. That's why he needs to be around real men like you two. It's for your own good, Walter. You know, I bet all that money's hidden real close by.
Later that afternoon, Walter and the uncles sit outside the house in silence. When Walter tries to call his mother, he is told that there is no way to contact anyone from that place. There is no television either.
If my mom calls, can we hear the telephone out here?
Don't have one.
No telephone?
Ain't got one.
No television? What do you do?
Soon, a man who introduces himself as some kind of investment consultant arrives, hoping to convince the uncles to invest their supposed fortune. The old men lift their rifles, fire warning shots, and send him fleeing in terror. More salespeople arrive in different cars. The uncles treat all of them the same way. Later, since the house has no free bedrooms, Walter is told to sleep in the attic. The room is worse than he expects. It is packed with forgotten objects, and the old bed has a thick layer of dust. Inside the box, he finds only sand, and hidden under it, an old photograph of a beautiful woman. Before he can study it further, he hears a noise outside. Hub, one of the uncles, has gone out in the middle of the night. Walter follows him quietly and sees him near the riverbank, swinging a toilet plunger. Walter realizes Hub is sleepwalking.
Uncle Hub?
He's sleepwalking.
By morning, he rushes back for breakfast and overhears Hub complaining about waking up with back pain, even though he has bought a new mattress. Walter tries to start a conversation, asking where they were for 40 years, and they tell him they were traveling. Later, the three of them attempt some farm work. Hub manages only a few shovels before losing interest. His mood worsens when a group of distant relatives arrives. The old men immediately retreat to their rooms.
We're here for a nice long visit. Who the hell are you?
Walter?
Pearl's daughter, that loose widow woman always running around.
Figure she'd muscle in. We know what you're up to. And don't think you're gonna get away with it.
The relatives openly suggest sending him to an orphanage. They claim his mother will never return for him. Frightened and hurt, he runs to town and uses a phone booth to call the address his mother left for him. He is told there is no one registered by that name. Not wanting to be sent away, he decides to leave and find her on his own. But the uncles catch up with him before he gets far. Hub is furious and insists they get rid of him, but Garth cannot let him wander alone.
Where you figure I'm going?
Area code 406, Montana.
How come you're not heading to Fort Worth, where your mama is?
She lied. Again.
Sounds like his mind's made up. Good luck in Montana, kid. It ain't our fault you got a lousy damn mother. Hey, one thing for this kid, he sure pisses off the relatives.
Do us a favor. If you come back to the house, and stay a while. They go away and leave us all the hell alone.
The following day, Garth hands Walter a cold cola while the relatives receive nothing.
So, kid, how's that root beer?
Uncle Hub, Uncle Garth, this has been such a wonderful weekend.
Walter, intrigued, encourages them to at least see what the man is offering, hoping it might be different this time.
We talk? Come out where we can see you.
Put down your guns and I'll come out.
What?
Why not see what he's selling?
Let me just show it to you.
Hell for. We'll see what the man's selling. Then we shoot him. Good plan.
The salesman brings a device that fires frisbees automatically with one pull of a handle. The uncles are delighted and buy it without hesitation. Their relatives, afraid the machine might injure their children, quickly gather their things and leave. From that point on, Walter becomes responsible for loading and launching the discs, while the two old men shoot every single one. That night, Hub wanders off in his sleep again toward the river, armed only with the toilet plunger. Walter considers waking him, but Garth stops him. He explains that he once tried the same thing and ended up getting punched.
I tried to wake him once. He nearly tore my head off.
Garth tells him Hub is looking for Jasmine. He explains that in 1914, he and Hub traveled across the Atlantic, eager to see Europe. But on their first night, after getting drunk, they were ambushed by two soldiers. When they woke up, they were already aboard a ship heading to North Africa as new recruits. They had been forced into war without realizing it.
Range drinks. We woke up on a ship. It's all my fault, Hub said. But he told me not to worry.
Just as Garth gets deeper into the story, Hub wakes suddenly from sleepwalking, and the moment passes. Days go by, and Walter grows closer to the two old men. They plant crops together and care for the land. Then, a lion that Hub and Garth buy gets delivered.
King of the beasts, terror of the jungle.
Stand back, kid. You don't want to get mauled and eaten.
They plan to kill it and hang it in their house. But as they prepare to shoot it, they realize the lion is tame. They decide not to kill it, and Walter suggests he keep it as a pet. He promises to take care of everything. He names the lion Jasmine, which momentarily angers Hub. The three of them go into town to buy food for the animal. While loading the supplies, Hub suddenly collapses, unable to stand.
Garth, feather me. If you want to get in, I'll take you home now.
Hub?
While Walter waits outside the hospital room, a woman he has never met approaches him and questions how he can stay with the two old men. She claims they are infamous criminals whose fortune comes from violence and illegal dealings.
Boy, they're on the run with millions that they stole.
Walter returns to Garth and urges him to continue the story. One afternoon, while Hub is riding near the coastline, he suddenly finds himself challenged by a mysterious rider dressed in black. Without a word, the stranger charges forward at full speed. Hub is considered the most skilled rider in North Africa, so he accepts the challenge. The chase stretches across the beach, both refusing to slow down, until they collide and tumble into the water. Hub prepares to retaliate in anger, but the hooded figure removes the covering and reveals a young woman.
I've never seen anything like this mad American who fought like 20 men.
And she told her mistress the story of her rescue. I must meet this man, the princess said.
The princess has already been promised to a powerful sheik from a nearby region. When news spreads that she rejected the arrangement, the sheik arrives to claim her by force. Terrified of being taken away, the princess prepares to take her own life with a dagger. Before she can follow through, Hub infiltrates the guarded camp alone, fights his way through 20 men, and carries her to safety. From then on, they live together, hoping for a peaceful future. Walter struggles to accept the tale. He believes that if the story were true, Hub and the princess would have built a family long ago. Before Garth can say more, Hub suddenly wakes in the hospital, furious about being confined to a bed. He storms out, complaining about weakness and age. After leaving the hospital, they stop at a restaurant. While they are enjoying roasted meat, a group of loud young men storms inside. They mock Hub repeatedly, which angers him. A moment later, Garth returns carrying a hunting rifle. He wants to help beat the man, so he starts making a plan.
Hey, old man. How's that barbecue?
Give me some. Hey, who do you think you are, huh? Oh.
Can I go home, boy? Wait. Damn it, Garth, did I ask you to butt in?
You just come out of the hospital.
Well, hey, there's only 4 of them.
Shoot. All is fit in the book.
Where's Mr. McCain?
Oh, I'm afraid he's gone.
Where's the body?
No, he's gone.
Left?
Back at the house, the visiting relatives are waiting. They have brought their children. Out of curiosity, the children break one side of the crate, letting the lion slip out and run toward the cornfield.
Hey, what's that? Beats me. What is it? Stuffed. What happened? I told you about those lives.
Oh, Lord, there's been an accident.
I want to go home now.
Walter rushes back with raw meat to feed the lion, only to discover the cage is empty. The lion has escaped. Everyone arms themselves and hurries after it, expecting danger. But when they reach the far side of the field, they see the lion calmly playing with Walter.
Stay.
The only people who remain frightened are the relatives, who insist they will leave unless the lion is removed. Wanting the relatives gone, the uncles refuse to give up the animal. Instead, they decide the cornfield will be a better home for it. Later, at Walter's request, Garth continues the story about Hub's past. After Hub rescues the princess, they live together peacefully, but the situation does not last. The sheik she was promised to places a reward of 10,000 gold coins on Hub's head. Hub escapes several assassination attempts, but living in constant danger becomes unbearable. To end the problem, Garth disguises himself as a bounty hunter, pretends Hub is his prisoner, and delivers him to the sheik.
What kind of greedy, no-good scum would turn in Uncle Hub for money?
Well, I would.
Hub refuses to kill the sheik in his sleep. Instead, he wakes him and challenges him directly. After a long fight, Hub defeats him. The sheik expects execution, but Hub spares his life. The assassination attempts stop afterward.
Without even the right to beg for mercy.
So, you finally gonna tell me what happened to Jasmine?
You want to know what happened to Jasmine, you're going to have to ask him.
That night, Walter gathers his courage and approaches Hub during one of his sleepwalking episodes.
It's the middle of the night. What's the matter? What are you doing here?
What happened to her, Uncle Hub? What happened to Jasmine?
She died. Died in childbirth, her and the baby.
The baby did not survive either. After that, he returns to military service and later withdraws from the world once he retires.
And I got old and came here. Here I am. Here I am.
Those stories about Africa. About you. They're true, aren't they?
It's a long speech I give the young man. Sounds like you need to hear a piece of it.
Walter asks Hub to take care of himself and promises that when he is older, he will return to hear the full lesson on what it means to be a man.
You promise?
Wait 1 minute here, wait.
I can't be a good man until you give me the rest of the speech. Until I'm old enough to hear the speech. No, I want you to give me the speech.
You're silly.
No, it's true.
You're being silly.
It's true. I know you miss Jasmine an awful lot, but if you go, we'll miss you just as much.
Hub agrees, and they make a promise together. Harvest season arrives, and the seeds they planted produce far more corn than expected. One night, while examining the old photograph of the princess again, Walter notices Garth heading toward the barn. Curious, he watches as Garth lifts a loose board from the floor and climbs into a hidden space. A moment later, Garth emerges carrying a thick bundle of money. After he leaves, Walter approaches the spot. Confused and anxious, Walter begins distancing himself from the uncles. One night, May suddenly returns with a man she introduces as a detective.
Your uncle still sleeping? Let's not wake him up. Stan here is a detective. A real private eye, just like in the movies.
What about court reporting school?
Oh, I had to quit. Stan wants me to stay home and be a wife and mother.
May's first concern is where the uncles keep their money. The detective goes further, claiming the old men are bank robbers, and that hiding their money would make Walter an accomplice.
Walter, I bet you found out where your uncles hid all that money, huh?
Our uncles match the description of 2 bank robbers from the 20s and 30s.
No, you're wrong. What about Jasmine?
Wasn't Jasmine the woman who was driving the getaway car?
Right.
I know this hurts, son. But they're criminals.
Now, I want you to tell Stan where the money is, and then we'll go pack your things, okay?
Walter does not know what to believe. When he avoids giving an answer, the detective offers to walk with him, pretending it is just to talk.
Tell you what, why don't we take a little walk, huh? Show us around the place. What do you say? Hey, you should go wait on the porch. We're gonna have a little chat, man to man.
Once May is out of sight, the man attacks him and demands the location of the stash. Walter realizes the truth too late. The man is not a detective. He is a con artist using May to get the money. When the fake detective loosens his grip, Walter kicks him hard and sprints toward the house for help. The man catches up, tackles him, and pushes him to the ground. During the struggle, the lion hears the noise and rushes toward them, attacking the man without hesitation.
This man's gonna need some stitches.
Yeah, a lot of damn stitches.
She was a real lion, wasn't she? I think she's smiling.
I guess she died happy.
The next morning, Walter puts on his best clothes and buries the lion in the cornfield. After packing his bags, he prepares to leave with his mother. When Walter comes to say goodbye, all three feel the weight of separation.
Howdy, Stan. We could be friends. We could be enemies. A man like that's got no business being around your boy.
I'm gonna drop him off in Las Vegas.
I'll be back for the rest of that speech if...
As the car drives away, Hub's frustration erupts. He questions why they did not hire a lawyer to fight for custody.
Maybe we should get a lawyer.
No judge is gonna take a child away from his mother and give it to old bachelor or uncles.
During the ride, Walter learns that May plans to stay with the con artist despite everything.
So where are we going?
I told you. Las Vegas. Stan's gonna need a lot of looking after.
He throws himself out of the moving car. May stops immediately and runs after him. When Walter asks her to make a choice that is good for both of them, she finally understands.
You're still burying him after everything.
Has he hit you yet?
Mind your own business.
You always pick losers, and he's the worst of them all. For once, do something that's best for me.
Walter returns alone to the uncles and sets 3 firm conditions. First, they must live with him until he finishes university and participate in his school activities. Second, they must take their health seriously by eating better and avoiding their usual heavy meals. Third, they are forbidden from fighting, seeking danger, or flying airplanes. The uncles agree, although reluctantly. Years pass quickly. Walter completes university and becomes a comic artist. One day, he receives an unexpected call from the police. His 2 uncles, now in their 80s, have taken their old airplane out for another adventure. Walter drives back to the familiar old house, where the police chief hands him their final letter. In the will, the uncles leave everything to him. They also ask to be buried in the cornfield, beside the lions.
Best I can figure, they were trying to fly through that barn upside down. Here, found their will.
The kid gets it all. Just plant us in the damn garden. The stupid lion.
While Walter stands there, a helicopter descends nearby. A man in a suit steps out and introduces himself. He explains that he flew in after seeing reports of the uncle's death on international news. He says his grandfather, a very wealthy sheik, used to tell him stories about 2 remarkable brothers he once faced in Africa.
He used to love to tell me stories about his wild youth. He called them his most honored adversaries. The only men who ever outsmarted me.
The man has come to pay his respects on behalf of the chief. Every unbelievable tale the uncles shared was not fantasy. All of it was real.